Hey guys, Brian here from Vintage Classic Specialist. Happy Saturday, everyone. Time for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So I think that my Saturday videos are going to be a little bit different in that I have decided that on Saturdays I'm going to work on my own stuff. I think, things are humming along really good at the shop. I've got an amazing team and I've been honestly kind of like killing myself, guys, like the amount I've been working. And so I'm not necessarily going to work any less, but I think I'm going to try and start squeezing in more time for my own stuff. And I think that Saturdays are a good time for that because normally I would come in on like a Saturday and I'd do some like regular stuff around the shop, cleaning this or that or organizing stuff. And then maybe I'd work realistically like maybe an hour and a half on a customer's car that I could actually build them for. So kind of took a step back and looked at it and looking at my own cars and their utter neglect and my own, sort of mental health as far as being able to work on my own stuff, and decided that Saturdays now are for, well, the shop, but then also for pretty much for my cars. I mean, if we have a car that we're really trying to finish and get to the customer, I don't mind working a Saturday. But I think going forward, I'm going to try and reserve that more for my own projects. So if you're relatively new to the channel, I have 3 Volkswagens. I've got this 56 convertible here. I've got a 52 standard split window Beetle. And then I've got the red autocross street car, number 37. And so, yeah, those cars have all been neglected for a really long time. The red autocross car has been sitting with an engine that had a lifter failure for a year and a half. This car, I literally hadn't started it or moved it in probably 2 years. And the split window, last time I drove it was the Treffin, which was in September of 2025. So what is that? I don't know, 8 months or whatever that is. So yeah, guys, I'm ready to get back on my own stuff now. And so I actually today worked on both the split window and this convertible. And again, neither of them had been started in ages. I'll talk about this one first, and then we'll go outside and we'll look at the split window for a minute. But just a quick recap. This car, I have not done a heck of a lot to it. It's more or less how I bought it. I did a few minor things, but it was a really nice older restoration when I bought it. It's a local car that was built here. It was well known back in the late 80s, 90s, etc. And so, yeah, I bought the car probably in like 2021, maybe. I've had it for like probably 5 years. And, used to drive it quite a bit. And then when I took over here at Vintage Classic Specialist, had less and less and less time to work on my own until the point of complete neglect. So today, of course, the battery was completely dead, not surprising there. So I went and took our shop 6-volt battery, which I had just charged. It's the one we use on our test stand, and put it in and primed the carburetors and turned it over for a while. It would start up a little bit and then die. And eventually the fuel pump took over, seemed to have filled up the float bowls. And surprisingly, guys, after running rough for a while and a decent amount of smoke coming out for a while, it kind of cleaned up. I did actually take it for a little test drive, and I will post that video probably tomorrow, Sunday, as a short. But yeah, surprisingly, it cleaned up and ran pretty good. I think I still want to go ahead and pull both of these carburetors. So basically what we have here, as far as I know, is this is an internally stock 36 horsepower with the Wolfsburg West dual Ocrasa kit on it. And it's always run really well, but again, it's been sitting for literally like 2 years, in which time I'm sure all the gas evaporated out of the carburetor. So I was expecting it to not even idle, guys, because usually what happens is the idle circuits gum up when you let them sit that long and the gas evaporates. So I was kind of amazed that I was able to get it to run and idle. And again, I drove it. I'll post that video tomorrow. It's a bit sputtery on the low speed circuit, but again, I'm amazed that it even ran on that circuit. So I will probably go ahead next and pull the carburetors on it and go through them, and then maybe just an oil change and a simple sort of tune-up, and I think it's gonna run amazing, guys. So yeah, that is it. I will post a link to some more detailed walk around and stuff on this car. For those of you that are newish here, you may not even know that I owned it, because again, it's been sitting covered up for so long. But just real briefly, again, car was built in the like the late 80s. Lenny Kopp did the interior way back in the day. Interior is beautiful. The top is beautiful. However, it has this ugly, like 80s looking, you probably won't be able to see it, like velour headliner. And it's missing the wooden pieces back there that cover the mechanism. And it never had a dome light installed. So probably what we'll do, well, let me back up a little bit. I do have someone who's interested in buying this car. And if they do, then I think what we'll probably do is we'll go ahead and pull the top and redo the headliner in the correct material, put on these covers, put a dome light in it, fix some little stuff like that. The canvas itself is really nice, so I think we can reuse that. But yeah, so we'll see, guys. This thing may end up being a vintage classic specialist project, not necessarily with the car under my ownership, but we'll see. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you'll be seeing more of this car here in coming days and coming episodes. Again, I'll probably go ahead and pull the carburetors and go through those, would be one of the next things. So let's go outside real quick and take a look at the split window. Hold on. All right, guys, here we are. So yeah, a lot of you who are newer to the channel may not have even known that I owned a split window Beetle unless you had gone back through some older episodes. But again, this one has been sitting since September, since the last SoCal Treffin, and kind of the same as the convertible. I basically put a charged battery in it and primed the carburetor, and it would fire up for a few seconds and then stall, and did that a bunch of times until the fuel system got fully primed. And guys, it ran really good. And again, I will be posting a video of driving this one probably today, a short, and then of the other one, the convertible, probably tomorrow, Sunday. But yeah, guys, this thing, once I primed it and got everything primed, it ran really good. I took it probably on not a real long drive, but I probably went like 3 miles or so on it, and yeah, it ran really good. This car is super fun to drive because it literally only has 25 horsepower, full crash box transmission, meaning none of the gears are synchronized, which in turn means you have to double clutch every gear and heel and toe downshifts. But yeah, it's super fun to drive. So kind of like the convertible, this car is more or less how I bought it, except it had a lot of really horrible areas on the paint with big pieces of paint like flaking off with rust exposed. So we did kind of a quick and dirty fix of most of those areas, and it looks okay now unless you start looking really, really close. But I wanted the car to be essentially a driver. At some point I'll probably pull the motor and make it look like a vintage classic specialist motor instead of this kind of ugly whatever this is now. But again, it runs pretty good. So that's the main goal at this point. So yeah, I took it for a spin, and super fun. I will also post a video up about this car, but yeah, it's got completely the wrong interior in it. This is actually deluxe interior. The standard, of which this model is, should be much more plain material, but it does have the correct, very limited headliner in it, where it's just kind of the center section only, which is a super cool thing on standards. No real trim anywhere, very bare bones everywhere you look. I love that about standards. As you probably noticed, no real chrome to speak of on the outside, raw handles, they did get chrome lenses or headlight rings. This car was actually a German delivery. This is not a Hoffman car. This car was sold in Germany originally, so a little bit different in some details than one that would have been sold through Hoffman in the US, which they tended to make a little bit nicer than the European standards. But anyway, guys, yeah, so that's it. It's super fun to drive it. I'm gonna start driving this one routinely again here, and just enjoying it and enjoying being a VW owner instead of only working on and driving other people's cars. Anyway, guys, so yeah, I think that especially this car and that barn door, both of which are kind of old school hot rods, really kind of got me excited to pick up on my own Volkswagens again. Just driving these two cars here, which are super fun to drive, it just kind of like reignited my my passion for my own cars, and so that's kind of what brings us to this point. So yeah, guys, again, hopefully moving forward, Saturdays I will be sharing stuff about my own projects, and probably a little customer related projects here and there, but yeah, that's the plan. So we will see how that goes. So anyway, look for a video tomorrow, Sunday, of a quick walk around and driving video of this one. And then today, Saturday, at some point, the same of the split window. So thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.